Alright, so this video is showing the Dutch Wear Wasp. It's made out of titanium. It's available at DutchwearGear.com, and it's something that we use on our personal, my wife and I use on our personal ridge lines for our tarps, and then we also put them on some of the tarps that we sell. Like I said, it's made out of titanium. It's really lightweight. It comes with a set of instructions on how to set it up, and I'm going to make just a short little video on how to actually use it. So just for reference, I don't know the technical names of everything, especially the hook, but for reference, what I'm calling the hook is this piece, and this piece here is the antenna. This is the wing. This is the tail. So when I talk about the hook, antenna, wing, or tail, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the wasp on the ridge line. This is a continuous ridge line on this tarp, and as you can see right now, it's locked around the tail. So to adjust this, like if you have your setups in your trees are closer together or farther apart, this with the tail unlocked, this will slide back and forth down the line closer to the tarp or closer to the tree. And one of the tricks to doing it easier is if you slide your finger in this loop here, then it allows it to slide up and down the rope easier. So you can get it set where you want it. And if you have, like, if the tarp's right here, if you're trying to slide it towards a tree, it works really good if you hold some of the weight of the tarp off. Then you can just slide your finger in here and then slide that down down the line, like closer to the tree, to get it where you want it to at. But when you're coming back the other way, you're kind of holding tension towards a tree and sliding it, and even with your finger in there, if you got the weight of the tarp pulling down on there, it's just tightening around your finger. So you end up having to either have somebody hold one end of the tarp, or just kind of set the tarp on the ground to get some of the weight off of it and then slide it down. But once you get this wasp in position on the line, and I'll show you here in a minute. Once you get it where you need it at on the line, you just take this loop and fold it up and over the tail, just like that, and it locks it in place and it won't slide down anymore. And then so what you'll do is you'll wrap around the tree, and like I said, I'll show you here actually being done. It goes through the hook, and then you can pull it to provide more tension on the line. And then once you get the tension where you want it, take this this rope, go under the antenna, and then between the wing and the body, and pull it, and it locks in place. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay where you need it at. And then to undo it, it's simple. Just pop it out. You'll feel it click when you pull it in there. You'll feel it click, and then pop it back out, unwrap it around the hook, and you're ready to go. So I have it around my tree, simulate it, and then now all I'll do is I'll take it through that hook, and then I pull the tension to get the tarp nice and tight. And as soon as I got the tension tight, go under the antenna and under the wing, between the wing and the body, and pull it till it clicks, and then it locks in. It's not going to go anywhere, and your tarp set up. One piece of advice is, because you're going to be pulling the tension to tighten up your tarp and everything, so when you set this in place originally, for your setup for that particular night, and you lock that around the tail, make sure you don't have it too close to the tree, because then as you pull tension, as you stick this in here and pull tension, if it's already really close to the tree, you might not be able to get all the tension out before you hit the tree. So allow a little bit of space, between the wasp and the tree to apply that tension. But that's it. It's a Dutch Swear Gear Titanium wasp. Really great for setting up the tarp, and quick, easy. This stays attached to the wasp can stay attached to your line and everything, so you always got it with you. It's quick, easy setup. I've been using it for a few years now. Had never had any issues with it. I guess I have to take that back. There is one issue that I've had and a few other people that I know that have had in the wintertime. When you lock this in place and then you go get up the next morning to unlock it, if you're breaking down camp, it can be really hard. Where your fingers are cold and numb and everything, and this line is really thin, it can be kind of hard to get a grip onto it, and it seems like the colder the weather, the more that really locks in place there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not that it's locking in place, it's just fingers are less useless when it's cold, but that can be an issue to initially pop that out whenever you're taken down on a cold morning. And one thing that you can do to help out with that is to take a stick, a tent stake, anything, and you can just take it and do a couple wraps around just to give your hand something to pull onto, or you can tie a marlin spike hitch and just stick the stake in there, give you something to pull onto. Or you could do like a lark's head. I did on my video right before this was showing how to do lark's head. But a lot of times you can just wrap around a couple times and just give yourself something to hold on to. So on them cold winter mornings when you're having trouble popping this out, just use a stick or stake or something to get a better grip on the line, and then you usually don't have any issue getting it out of there.